Okay guys, I'm going to start out with my rivet frogs. This is a firetail color. Works pretty, it's a good topwater frog for the summer, but I haven't really caught anything with it this summer, but got a couple big hits with it. Okay, next I'm going to go to my jerkbaits. This is all my jerkbaits. Flukes. This is a crappy old fluke, but it still works. Those are my main flukes. The best is the super fluke. Next I'm going to go to my curly tails. And this is a trick worm. So all my curly tails. They're the minnows. These minnows were great in my pond. I'll put a video on for you guys about catching these fish. I catch them really fast with these minnows. I rig them with a jig head. I'll just show you really quick. Next is my shad. Those work pretty good. Work them along the bank. Next, I'm going to show you how to rig a U-tail worm from Zoom. You get a round bent hook. It's just too odd. You put this in the groove of the hook. You're already going to have this tied to your line, so it's going to make it a lot easier. And you estimate where the hook's going to go in. You got a nice straight worm. My frog's back. I'll show you what also worked pretty good in my pond. These crappie minnows. Okay, I'm going to go to my hard baits. Cricket crankbait. Grasshopper, cricket, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I got a crawfish crankbait, another crawfish crankbait, and a sexy shad crankbait. And a barrel swivel for a Carolina rig. These are the hooks I use. The Gamakatsu wide gap hook. Okay, now I'm going to go to my trick worms and Cincos. These are my Cincos. Here's a trick worm, trick worm, trick worm. Another Cinco, another Cinco, another Cinco. This one works probably the best. It's just dark green. Okay, that's enough with that box. Let's go to this box. This is my saltwater lure, hard bait, bomber crankbait. It's getting old. Saltwater minnow. Just some straight tail worms. These are great for small bass. Teeny torpedo. Next I'm gonna go to my cotton candy, U-tail cotton candy, zoom bait. These work pretty good. U-tail. Now I'm gonna go to my power worms from the power bait. These are firetail, blue flake type firetail. It's a firetail with blue flakes at the top. This works pretty good. Scented. Next is, these were great. I caught a 5-pound bass this morning with these big bite baits, finesse worms, lime juice. He just whacked it. It took me a good 15 minutes to bring that fish in. Just a monster. Just a albino super fluke. Next is just a big bite baits stick worm. These were great for Carolina rig. Haven't caught anything with it yet, but because I haven't used it much. It's enough with that box. I'm gonna go to my white thing. Another Cinco, like you saw those earlier. Here's a white buzzbait. And I have here's a lizard. They work. I haven't caught I've caught a couple with lizards, but not that much. I do better with worms. I have a firetail blue flake power bait trailer on there with a spinner bait. This is a Booyah spinner bait. Next I'm going to go to my Fat Albert margarita color. These were great. I caught 22 bass with these in my pond in one day. Next is my Big Bite Baits Finesse Double Tail Grub Watermelon Red. These are great baits. They're awesome. They're really good. Next is my, just zoom in right here. Those are all crappie lures. And a lizard, but you already see the lizard. Next, I'm gonna go to my Baby Bass Super Flukes. These are great for bond fishing. And your baby flake color. Next is a different color Super Fluke. This is pumpkin spice. Next we'll go to my speed worms. These are great, especially in watermelon red color. I'm going to use that tomorrow. Hopefully I can catch a 5-6 pounder for it. Show you guys. Next is, this is the same thing except different color. This one's blue firetail. This one's pumpkin shark. Next is mine. Doesn't say the color, but this fairly big worm from Big Bite Baits. Fairly big worm. Curly tail worm. You can use this on a drop shot rig or Texas rig. I prefer Texas rig. Okay. Crap. Next I'm going to go to a Plano tackle box. I have a Fire Tiger crankbait, jig head hooks, bunch of swivels, spinnerbait, bunch of jigs, another pumpkin spice super fluke, split shots, bunch of grubs, bunch of 3/4 ounce weights. Use those for saltwater fishing. Next is a Stren 12-pound high-vis green line. Okay, now I'm going to go to the U-tail red shad worms. These are great for bass fishing. I also have a baby bass fluke. Super flukes are better though, but might as well just have them. Next is the U-tail pepper, sharp pepper. U-tail worm from Zoom. If I had to pick a favorite bait company, it would be Zoom. Zoom makes great baits. They have a bunch of variety. Next is a slow scale. Gonna go to there's some green trick worms. You saw them in those. Gulp 3-inch shrimp lures. They're scented. Use those in Rockport. Next is the natural blue trick worms from Zoom. These are going to work really good. I'm ripping them up tomorrow morning. Okay guys, that's pretty much all I have to show you about my tackle. Hope to show you some more. See you later, Texasbassfishing22. Stop it.